Welcome to 9 to Thrive Lead Generation Uncovered with the amazing Nicky Williams, your business mentor for this podcast episode, and your tech geek, myself, Laura Burnett. So, we are currently covering the 7 biggest lies that you have been told about business, and leaders just don't want you to know them. But we do. We want you to know about these so that you can move your business forward. We don't want to be told lies anymore. So let's start getting them uncovered. So if you did miss our first episode, we talked about why you don't need an ideal client as a business owner. And today's episode, episode 2, we are talking about there is no winning formula to business. So you will know what we're talking about when you think about all them Facebook ads and all them posts that you see from people advertising. Find out the number one strategy that will get you £100,000 in sales, or to get access to my funnel that will get you £500 in sales. You know, all these things that are promising you that if you follow their exact simple steps and their exact templates, etc., that you are going to have a winning result from whatever it is that you're advertising. And we're telling you that it's all lies. All lies. It's all a ploy. Yeah, we're going to discuss it more. So I'm handing it over to Nicky.
Well, we've been in business a little while now, and we have seen many leaders express their winning strategy, their signature process, their must-have marketing strategy that you need now to make your 50k days, your £100,000 days. It's all rubbish because you cannot go from nothing to that stage. Now, the biggest thing today we're talking about is sticking to one strategy, one formula. Now, which one do you pick? Okay, it's like a diet. Okay, so what we don't want to be doing is picking one, sticking to it for a week, and it didn't work. Let's move on to the next one. That will make me lose 10 pounds in a week. Utter tosh. So what we need to do, and we're saying it plain and simple here, is you need to stick to one strategy and be consistent. Now, which strategy do you find? Now, you have to focus on your goal. What is your goal? And you break that down and you work out, right, do I want to build a community? Fantastic, brilliant. Okay, make a community. Put all of your goal and your strategy into building a community. Make a Facebook group. If that literally sends shivers down your spine, well, don't make a Facebook group. There are so many programs out there telling you to make a Facebook group. Now, those people that have been making Facebook groups have absolutely loathed it unless they love running a community, because it is hard work. You have to create a community. It doesn't just happen. So if you can't be asked with dealing with Facebook groups, don't do it yourself. I don't know if you agree with that, Laura.
The no, Facebook totally group. It's you got to do what Simul Talk mentioned in episode 1, isn't it, where you pick a platform that you enjoy, and you've got to enjoy what you're doing. Marketing is hard work, and business is just hard work. We wear so many hats, but if you're not enjoying the journey, or if you've gone on down, you've bought somebody's strategy and they've given you all these templates, and these templates are like really salesy or clickbaity, and you don't like that, then you shouldn't be using that kind of stuff, because it's just going to come through in your messaging that it's not sounding like you, and then you won't actually attract the people that you want to attract into your business.
Yeah, totally. So I used to have a group program called the Business Fast Track, and it worked absolutely fantastically for people that liked working that way, that wanted to run a masterclass and then open a group program. But if you don't want to work in a group program and you'd rather work one-to-one, then that strategy or that formula won't work. So it's really initially starting to test to find out how you like to work, and then you start to realize very, very quickly what is your way. Okay, and the best winning formula is to do it your way and be consistent at it.
Now, that's a common message, isn't it? So any book you read, any course you go on, there's always that consistency, and that's what people stop doing. It's because you fall out of love with it. You just fall out of love with it. And I'm going to have a cough in a minute, so I'm just going to pass it back to you.
So it's all about passion. You're passionate. So business owners, when they start their business, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so high vibe. This is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait to put my business out there. As soon as I've got my website out on, I'm just going to press the button on. Oh my God, people are going to flood into me. And nothing happens. And so then they go, okay, I'm going to take a blogging course, right? I'm going to do a blogging course. I'm right. Okay. Done the blogging course. I've hit done on the first blog. Nothing happens. Okay. You start a Facebook group, you open it, and then you don't get anybody joining, and they're like, oh God, what next? And this is it. It becomes so deflating. People become so worn down with all of these different winning formulas. People get very, very confused about all of these messaging coming from the leaders in our industry. And remember, they're leaders for a reason. They're leaders because they have made their mark on the world. They have built their resources up. They have got huge financial backing. They have now also got people like affiliates, etc., building them up to be this place. And that is why you're investing in them. It's not necessarily the system they use right now. Now, what Laura and I do is we use everything we teach and we lead by example. And we are telling you right now, there is zero winning formula. There is zero magic sauce, secret sauce, and all the other superlatives that explain winning formulas. It's very business basics, okay? You've got your business. This is your goal. This is your strategy. This is your mission. This is your product or service. And we have to work out how we're going to get it out there. And the best way that we can do that is the way that we feel passionate about, that we enjoy, that we have fun with. Because they say, is it 80% marketing, 20% delivery? So if you're spending 80% of your time marketing, you're going to be very worn down business owner and entrepreneur if you are not enjoying that shizzle and if you can't outsource it. So you've recovered now, have you, Laura? You feel a bit better?
Yes, I've recovered now from the cough, you know, the dwindling cough there. But no, it is like a lot of people come to me, like in a couple of weeks, I'm running a masterclass on automation and some questions are getting submitted. And the question is, what do I automate? There's no simple answer to this question because there is no winning automation. There's no winning strategy of how to systemize your business. There's no winning way to do it. There's no specific way. Every business is different. And a lot of people, when I do our email marketing wizardry course that we have within the Thrive Business Academy, but I am providing people with templated emails, but I actually encourage people not to use them because it doesn't sound like you. It's not a winning. So if I write an email out today and it has, you know, amazing impact and I get sales from it, I could easily do what a leader would now do. A leader would now go out and say, sell that or offer it as a free lead magnet. Say, get my winning email that made me £5,000. But there's no point because that's not going to make someone else £5,000 because that's my voice. And I've done a lot of work in the background previous to that email to get people warmed up and that consistency. So if you haven't got that, that's not going to win for somebody else. And that's the same with what everyone else. They sell Facebook ad templates that will make it sure that you get these ads convert, but it won't. It will depend on so many other different things. So if you're not doing the basics, which Nicky mentioned, you know, you're not getting the basics right, there's no winning formula. There just isn't one. You cannot skip the hard work. You can't buy something and buy a course or buy a strategy and then skip all the hard work and think everything's just going to work overnight. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, a little clause there. If you've got a huge amount of money to invest in teams to do it for you, you'll get there quicker. But what I would say is the main, you know, we have been known to be looking for that gold pot at the end of that rainbow. Where is that? And of course, the end of the rainbow, nobody ever finds it. But they're still delighted and excited by that rainbow. They're all those pretty colors. They're like, oh my God, that looks so amazing. That looks better than the rainbow I saw earlier. So I'm going to follow that one until I find the pot of gold. But when they get there, there is no pot of gold because they've lost their way and they're becoming more confused than ever before. And then it becomes a huge mindset battle because we love our business, but now we do we love it anymore, or do we loathe it? Are we hating it? We don't want to start showing up. We have visibility problems. We have all of these issues that come up because we become so confused. And it's like going back to the diet analogy, is we all know if we just eat healthily, we will keep to a decent weight. If we just move, we will have a certain amount of fitness. But yet we keep on buying into all of these different strategies and to lose weight or get fitter, because we think that must be the pot of gold. And it's all tosh, because we just need to do the work. We just need to stay in our lane and ignore those rainbows. Say, oh, that looks pretty. Isn't that nice? I really like that rainbow. I know there's going to be lots more along the way, but you know what? I'm really happy focusing in my lane. Is that a good way to explain?
It's like being a kid in a sweetie shop, isn't it?
Oh, it is, because it's brighter, bigger. Oh, look at my lolly. Oh no, but what about my sweetie pack over here? And it's like crazy. And it's like, but my friends, they've bought those sweets, so I need to do it as well. Or, oh my God, those people that I've admired for so many years, they are really saying this person's amazing. Well, that's because, they're an affiliate and they're going to make a substantial amount of money from you. So when you're getting on these calls with people, there's a reason, okay? There's a reason. It's all part of that person's marketing strategy. And you are just a part in that, okay? Remember, it's like chess, isn't it? You're just a part. So get in your lane. Be around people that advise and support you, but don't tell you this is the way and the only way.
Because otherwise, like in our membership, we never do about do a thing that we run a membership, if you don't know, the Thrive Business Academy, and it's full of a wide range of different business owners, all at different levels. And we never tell people you must do it this way. We offer all the different ways you can do it, and then it's down to them to do it. But we do rabbit on about being consistent and getting the basics right. And if something's not working, going back to the basics. You don't need another course. You don't need to buy more templates. You don't need to go invest in any big mastermind or anything like that. You just need to do the work and actually be consistent.
Yeah, totally. And actually, a little clause there. Some masterminds are okay. I run a mastermind.
Well, yeah, Nikki's mastermind's all right, aren't you? Yours. But then your mastermind, it is again.
It's getting
yeah, you get the stuff done, don't it, on that one? It's not, you have to follow a certain pathway.
Absolutely not. And the thing is, it's about we come into this world as unique beings, unique humans, and every step of the way through whichever source, we are trying to be like a cattle market, like just being shoved along, shoehorned into different places. And it's about, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stand in my own brilliance and be unique and do it my way. Yes, you need education. Yes, you need to be shown how to do things. But that does not mean you need to be told how to run your business to the degree that you lose yourself. I think that's the key message here. So the winning formula is your formula, the way that you enjoy it, the way that you hold your passion and that you enjoy putting it out to the world. Because in the end, it's only a hobby if you don't want to do the marketing. You turn it into a business when you become marketer. And I think then if you just be yourself, use your own unique voice, and people will love you for it. People know us because we just show up. We're ourselves. There's no airs and graces, and it's brilliant. And it works exceptionally well, doesn't it, Laura?
I always used to think, why do people listen to me? I've got this strange accent, from Yorkshire, but people tell me they listen to me while they're in the bath, or they listen to me while they're in the gym or going to sleep even. I remember, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's just strange. Yeah, I'm just taking the dog for a walk and I've just been listening to you, Nikki. I'm like, what are you doing there? I've been on a dog walk with you.
It's very strange, isn't it? But yeah, that is your lie there, that, there is no winning formula to business. And as we mentioned this in episode 1 briefly, it's about testing what works as well. So just because something fails does not mean don't do it again. So many people I've seen, they'll put a workshop on. They might have only had 10 people sign up, didn't get no sales from it. That's it. They're deflated. They don't do it again. It's a test. That's all. So whatever you did that way, whatever you did, however you marketed it, that didn't work. So let's try something else. What was the dilemma? You just got to it's like what I do in tech every day. You've just got to troubleshoot it. And it's going to be different for every business because it depends on your audience, depends on your industry, depends on what team you've got as well. And it depends on how much time you've got. And actually what your values are as well depends a lot, because some people are in business because they want to get the big money. They want as much money as they can. Some people are in business because they just want to be able to support their kids. Some want to be able to work from home. Some want to be able to work part-time. Some, they're just working in the passion. So you've got to find the strategy that suits what your value is as well.
Yeah, totally. I love that, because it really is not everybody's chasing the big money. Some people are just wanting a different way of life, a different lifestyle, a different working environment. And it's about really staying with that and not being drawn to the rainbows or the sweetie shop, and it's staying in your lane. And that will really, really help your mindset, and in turn, all the rest of your business strategy, your goals, etc., etc.
And that's it. So there is no winning formula to business. That is line number 2. So just to recap, line number 1, you don't need an ICA. And line number 2, there's no winning formula. Stop buying into the winning formula. There is no winning formula. You are the winning formula, only you. And if you want to know all the rest of the 7 and a little bit more, make sure you join us for our masterclass in September, where we are going to be talking more about the 7 biggest lies you are being told about business in our masterclass. And you can join it at thethrivebusinessacademy.com/masterclass. Nice and simple. So make sure, even if you're listening to this podcast episode and September has way gone, if you go to that link, you will find information about whatever our current masterclass is going to be, because we are going to make sure we keep giving value to you. So just a reminder, I feel like I'm one of these radio adverts now. Go to thethrivebusinessacademy.com/masterclass. And that's me and Nikki from the Thrive Business Academy. I was going to say from 9 to Thrive, but that's just the name of the podcast. As you can tell, we don't re-record these episodes. You just get the raw content right now. And we will see you on episode 3, where we're going to talk about the 3rd biggest lie. And I think you will like it.
Yeah, take care.